Okay, listen up you guys, because this drama between SZA and Nicki Minaj has gotten completely out of control. What started as a few tweets has now blown up into a full-blown online feud, and honestly, it's hard to keep up. So let's go back to the beginning and unpack everything that's happened step by step, because the internet is in chaos, and people are picking sides fast. It all started on Twitter, so just yesterday, Nicki Minaj jumped on Twitter and fired shots. Only people weren't sure at first exactly who she was aiming at. But it didn't take long for people to realize she was coming for Terrence "Punch" Henderson, the president of Top Dog Entertainment TDE, which happens to be SZA's label. Nicki tweeted something like, "Y'all remember that man from TDE who kept bullying me online for no reason? We've got the receipts. I never even clapped back at him. What was his name again? Never mind. I'm giving him a new nickname, single quotes minus 30 million. Single quotes now, that nickname, that was a jab. Apparently. There was a rumor floating around that Spotify had removed 30 million artificial streams from SZA's album. So calling him minus 30 million was clearly meant to throw shade at both Punch and SZA, even if Nicki didn't say her name directly yet. And that hashtag Nicki kept using hashtag justice for DORE. Why, that's not random either? It's about Desiree Perez, the CEO of ROC Nation, and her daughter, Diori Hadley. Recently, Diori filed a lawsuit accusing her own mother of institutionalizing her in a mental health facility against her will for nearly 2 weeks. Nicki's tweets tied that situation into the drama, adding fuel to the fire. Nicki accuses Punch of bullying. Nicki didn't hold back. She said that she had proof of Punch constantly harassing her on Twitter, lying about her, and trying to ruin her reputation. She said she had rejected some business deals with him multiple times, and he got salty about it. So, according to Nicki, Punch turned around and started a campaign to damage her brand. She tweeted, "Tiny executive. So glad I have proof of being lied on and bullied by a man publicly on a platform I use for work. He got mad because I turned down his deals, and now he's out here acting like a bitter ex." It was clear Nicki felt like he crossed a line, and although she was mostly aiming at Punch, fans could see that SZA was also catching strays in the PROCESSSZA response kind of now. Here's where SZA enters the picture. While Nicki was tweeting up a storm, SZA posted something that seemed subtle but suspiciously timed. She tweeted, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait. Lol, silly goose." That might not sound like much, but people thought it was shade toward Nicki, as if SZA was brushing off the drama like it wasn't serious. Nicki definitely took it that way. She quote tweeted SZA and fired back, saying something like, "Go, draw your freckles back on, boo." Then she threw in more hashtags. Hashtag justice for DOREY and hashtag deposition Perez. Nicki even went so far as to call SZA names like liar liar pants on fire and sounding like a dead dog. SZA clapped back again, saying, "I don't care about any of that weird energy y'all on." But Nicki wasn't finished. It got uglier. Nicki continued tweeting. She said SZA looked like she'd been stung by a bee and dragged her for drawing on fake freckles. She even called her fat, chubby, and skinny all at the same time, which had people online completely shook. Fans were like, why is this going so far? At that point, SZA tweeted something a little more real. She said, "I get bullied by millions online every day. Then I step on stage for a sold-out tour and feel nothing but real love. My parents are healthy. I'm the most successful I've ever been. Get some perspective," someone responded, calling out that she's on a joint turnout, a solo one. Basically, they were saying, "You're not doing this alone, so calm down." SZA wasn't having that either. She quote-tweeted a post from Pop Tings that said her SOS tour had grossed $100 million, making her one of the only black women alongside Beyoncé, Tina Turner, and Rihanna to hit that milestone. SZA wrote, "What exactly do y'all want to see? Just let me know." Then she added, "Lamau, let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow in Paris for night 2. She was trying to end things on a lighter note, but Nicki wasn't done. Nicki goes off. Nicki tweeted again, "Shut up, ugly. I'm in a meeting, so I don't even know if you're still talking trash or not. If not, I'll delete this later." And she just kept going. Nicki accused SZA of being fake, botting her tweets, and chasing clout by speaking on her name. She also made some heavy statements about how women who speak on her when she's discussing being mistreated by men are going to leave bloody figuratively. "Of course," she said, "you can't beat me. I play the long game. You might laugh now, but God is already at work. Sit this one out. Ego won't win. The truth always does." Nicki then asked her fans, "Wait, Does SZA actually think she's more successful than me? She laughed it off and said, if every single one of SZA's songs disappeared tomorrow, the music industry wouldn't even notice. I've been to countries that don't even know who she is. Ouch, Nicki continued, saying, have you ever headlined for 80,000 people? What have you even done besides singing with autotune that still needs retuning? Then she made it clear, I'm an icon, you're not. Nicki also called out SZA for staying quiet when Punch was allegedly bullying her online. She said, why didn't you speak up then? That's dirty. She even mocked SZA's streaming numbers, claiming she was losing her mind over bot numbers, and accused her of dropping a deluxe album just to boost an old one. Nicki's final words. We're harsh. I thought you were a real artist. Girl, bye. Fans take over TikTok and Twitter at this point. Both Nicki and SZA's fans were all over social media, mostly on TikTok and Twitter, giving their own takes. Some were defending SZA, saying,
Nicki, I can't keep defending you, girl. It's getting so hard to be a barb out here, please. Please, I can't keep defending you.
Damn, why people don't see that Nicki is the problem. SZA's talking about Mercury retrograde, and now Nicki's telling her to draw her freckles on. Like, what? I barely know what's going on, and I'm on SZA's side. Like, you can't tell me that Nicki is not the problem. This lady is always messing with somebody, and she's always beefing with a female too. Like, are you okay? Like, this lady needs psychological help. She needs help, y'all. And SZA with the classy clap back, like, I'm sorry, SZA ate Nicki right up. SZA said her parents are healthy. I fear, but she ate. It's like her baby and her marriage just made her very bitter. And it gets to a point because everybody can't be wrong about the same person. Mind you, SZA doesn't even bother nobody. Like, who sits up there and tries to beef with SZA when she don't even bother nobody in the first place? It's really getting so old and washed the way that Nicki is so mean to all these girls. Like, you cannot convince me that something is not wrong with that lady.
So SZA and Nicki beefing on Twitter right now. And my thing is, how the did SZA even get involved into this? Like, she literally don't bother nobody. Like, don't get me wrong, I will always be a barb. I love Nicki, but I feel like she's the problem. Like, it's no way Nicki has gotten into with every single female in the music industry. I can't name one cool with. Like, she got beef with every bitch. So I'm really starting to question, like, is she the problem? Because why the f is she being cool with everybody? And we all know Nicki is the queen of rap, but damn, why you gonna get into it with all the new artists? Every time a new artist comes, Nicki somehow gets into it with them.
The reason Nicki Minaj keeps losing her mind is because somebody put roots on her, and whoever did it is not to play with. This shit has been happening for years. That's why every couple of months she gets into it with a new person, or she tries to expose something, because them demons are tearing her ass up. Now, while she may do something to make them leave for a little bit, they come back, and they come back 10 times stronger. That lady has not had a single day of peace since God knows when. Whoever she pissed off was the wrong. I don't even know who to go to, because this shit has been happening for literal years. I don't know who you would turn to. Jesus, God, who? I don't know. I don't know who can save you at this point.
It must be Mercury retrograde for real, because why is Nicki and SZA going back and forth on Twitter? Mind you, I don't know what's going on today. So I got on Twitter and I just saw SZA tweet like, it's Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait. I promise, I thought it was like a cute little tweet. I said, okay, girl, thanks for the heads up. Baby, next thing you know, Nicki gonna tweet and at SZA and say something, oh, draw your freckles back on Bookie. Liar, liar, pants on fire, sounding like a dead dog. What? Nicki! In the process is she's saying justice for Demore, which is Desiree Perez's daughter. Desiree, she's with Rock Nation. And the daughter is suing the mom for putting cameras in the house, trying to put her in a conservatory. It's just a mess. I really don't know what to say, because Nicki, she's swinging. Like, with rings on, I'm just like, y'all stop. I'm like...
So that's the full rundown of the SZA versus Nicki Minaj situation. It's messy, dramatic, and honestly, it shows how quickly things can spiral on social media, especially when egos, fame, and business get involved. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Whose side are you on? Do you think this beef will blow over? Or is it just getting started? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.